Dynamic resource management in Edge Cloud. In the realm of Edge Cloud resource orchestration, dynamic resource management plays a crucial role in optimizing the allocation and utilization of resources in a dynamic and heterogeneous computing environment. This part of the course will delve into the intricacies of dynamic resource management in Edge Cloud environments, exploring the underlying concepts, challenges, and techniques used to effectively manage resources. Overview of Edge Cloud resource orchestration. Before diving into dynamic resource management, let's briefly recap the fundamental concepts of Edge Cloud resource orchestration. Edge Cloud resource orchestration is the process of efficiently provisioning and managing resources in Edge Cloud environments. It involves developing strategies for resource allocation, scalability, and elasticity to address the unique challenges of distributed computing at the edge of the network. Introduction to Dynamic Resource Management. Dynamic resource management is an essential component of Edge Cloud resource orchestration. It enables the real-time allocation and deallocation of resources in response to changing workload patterns and application demands. Effective dynamic resource management ensures optimal resource utilization while providing the required levels of service quality and performance. Resource identification and discovery. The first step in dynamic resource management is the identification and discovery of available resources. Resources in Edge Cloud environments can be physical devices, for example, IoT devices, gateways, and virtual machines that are spread across the network edge and cloud data centers. Resource identification techniques, like service discovery protocols and network scanning, can be used to discover available resources dynamically. Resource monitoring and profiling. Once the resources are identified, the next step is to continuously monitor and profile these resources. Monitoring involves collecting and analyzing various resource-related metrics such as CPU utilization, memory consumption, and network latency. Profiling helps generate resource profiles, which describe the capabilities and characteristics of each resource. Both monitoring and profiling techniques are crucial for making informed resource management decisions. Load balancing and resource allocation. Dynamic resource management involves load balancing and resource allocation to ensure optimal resource utilization and performance. Load balancing techniques, such as round-robin, least connection, or weighted round-robin, distribute incoming requests across available resources evenly. Resource allocation strategies, like bin packing algorithms or greedy heuristics, allocate resources based on workload requirements, resource availability, and constraints. Resource scaling and elasticity. Dynamic resource management also encompasses resource scaling and elasticity to handle varying workloads and application demands. Scaling horizontally adds more resources to handle increased demand, while scaling vertically enhances the resource's capacity, for example, increasing CPU or memory. Elasticity enables the dynamic addition or removal of resources based on workload patterns and SLA requirements. Fault tolerance and resilience. Dynamic resource management should also take into account fault tolerance and resilience. Failures or disruptions in the Edge Cloud environment should not significantly impact service availability or performance. Techniques like fault detection, fault recovery, and replication of critical resources can be employed to ensure high availability and fault tolerance in the system. Optimization and resource reconfiguration. To optimize resource management, continuous resource reconfiguration is necessary. Based on workload patterns and resource utilization, the system should dynamically adapt resource configurations to achieve better performance, reduce costs, and enhance energy efficiency. Optimization algorithms, such as genetic algorithms or reinforcement learning, can be utilized to solve resource allocation and configuration problems. Dynamic resource management plays a critical role in Edge Cloud resource orchestration, providing efficient resource allocation, load balancing, scalability, and fault tolerance. It enables the dynamic and intelligent management of resources in edge cloud environments, ensuring optimal performance and resource utilization. Based on concepts and techniques behind dynamic resource management, organizations can effectively leverage the benefits of edge computing and cloud resources to meet the demands of modern distributed computing applications.